Hello friends, in this video we will try to discuss how to use for loop in Scala. So right now we are in IntelliJ IDE. Let's try to create some sample object. Let's say demo for loop. So first of all we will try to discuss what is for loop, the definition, and then we will try to see couple of examples. So the for loop is whenever we would like to iterate over elements in a collection, then we will choose for loop. So topic is for loop in Scala. Okay, so we'll try to see first of all. We would like to print digits from 1 to 10. So before that, we will try to see the syntax of for loop. Let's say for and so first of all we will declare the variable, and then we will specify the range, then we will close it. After that we are going to apply the statement or statements. So this is the syntax of for loop. Now we will try to see the how to use the for loop. Let's say I would like to print 1 to 10. So how to print using for loop? So now let's declare the main method first. Main args array of string. Now let's say for loop execution with a specified range. Okay, so for, let's say, variable is a, and 1 to 10 I am interested to display. Now let's try to print those. Println value of a is a. So all the values will be stored under a. So now let's try to print this. See, value of a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So it's printed the range we are interested 1 to 10. So this is as syntax as shown here. We are declared to print it for loop in a specified range of elements. Okay, this is one way of using, and we would like to see another way of approach. Let's try to say I would like to use until 1 until 10. Okay, now we may get from 1 to 9. Okay, so see 1 to 9. So this is another way of printing using for loop using until. Okay, so this is the second way of approach. Now let's try to see third approach. For example, I would like to declare numbers equal to, I would like to take a list of elements. Let's try to take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, now I would like to print the list of items. So let's try to see how to print using for loop these numbers. Okay, for loop execution with a collection. Now here, rather until 10, let's try to declare numbers. So this is what we are going to print it. Now everything as usual. Let's try to print this. See, we got it 10 to 60. So now we are not using range, means until or 1 to 10. So we are passing the list and we are iterating the list of elements using the for loop. So this is how we can able to. And now let's try to see another example, how to apply couple of filters while using for loop. Now we will try to apply. For example, in a given list I don't want 40th element, and the element should not exceed greater than 70. Okay, in that case let's see how to handle this. For loop execution with filter. Now let's say for a numbers. Now let's take off this scenario. If a not equal to 30, I don't want 30, and then if a is less than 70. Okay, and if a is less than 70, then now let's close this, and then here let's try to print value of a. So a we are printing. So the condition which we are taking now is I don't want 30th element and the element should be less than 60, or else less than 60 I would like to print it. Now let's try to see whether this is going to fetch it or not. What is going to fetch? I want 10, 20, 40, 50 and then 60. See, 10, 20, 40, 50, 60. So this is the expected outcome which I am looking for. Now, so the same way, same filter we can able to apply, in different methodology as well. For example, we will try to use the same list, and then so for loop we are going to change it. For example, let's try to assign this into some variable. Val hold equal to for a numbers. If a is not, so all the syntax will be the same, so there is no difference here. And here I am going to use the curly braces, and then here I am going to type yield a, because I would like to store it in under yield a. And then now I would like to print return values using another loop. So whatever the yield, the variable a holds it, right? So we are going to use another for loop to print it. For a hold let's close it, and then apply the print statement. Value of a will be A. So now all the data which holds for the hold, we are placing it in A and then printing it. So here what we are trying to do, so in the yield we are holding all the elements, and then in this hold variable which stores all the data in a buffer, and then we are holding that variable data into A and then we are printing it. Now let's try to run and this see. So same result what we get from previous statement, we got the same outcome. So this is how we can able to use the for loop to print the elements from a collection as well as with filters. Okay, that's all for this particular video, guys. If you guys really like it, please do subscribe, like it and share it, and please do the comment.